In this video tutorial, let us get into the details of the class components. Class components are literally ES6 classes. Similar to the functional components, ES6 classes can optionally receive an object of properties referred to as props and return HTML. In addition to accepting object of properties as input, ES6 classes also maintain some internal private state, meaning that ES6 classes can maintain internal private information. Some information can be maintained as private to that component. So in order to see class components in action, let us jump to the Visual Studio Code. Now we'll be creating a class component. So exactly like the earlier created greet component, which was functional component, but in this case we'll be creating a class component. So inside the folder components, we create a file welcome.js. So in order to create a class component in React, we need to import two things. First one is React and second one is the component class from React. Now we will be creating a class welcome and this. Now in order for a class welcome to become a class component, two steps are required. First of all, class welcome should extend component class, and second, it has to render, it has to implement a render method. It has to implement a render method, and we should return some HTML. So some HTML. Now again, this welcome, which is a class component, welcome.js, is in no way connected to our rest of our application. So we need to do default export welcome. Save this file. Similarly, we have to import welcome class into the app.js file using import keyword. So import welcome from components folder and welcome class. Again, we can omit the .js extension. So now we need to include the welcome component in the app component. We have to include the welcome component in the app component using the custom HTML welcome tag or self-enclosing tag. As soon as we save all the files, we should see the HTML displayed in the browser. That is, the class component text is displayed in the browser. So you might be wondering that what is the difference between a functional component and a class component, and when to use one over the other, and what are the advantages of one over the other, and when exactly you have to use the particular component type. So let us compare functional components with the class components. As far as functional components are concerned, functional components are simple functions, and you need to use functional components as much as possible in your application. Meaning that if you can create a particular component using both of these approaches, that is functional as well as class, you are advised to use functional components as much as possible. First advantage of functional component over class component is the absence of this keyword in the functional component. This keyword might be tricky for a beginner to use in the class component. So you are forced to think of a solution without having to use state in functional component, and there will be no complexity our application will be less complex if you are forced to think of a solution without having to use state. And functional components are therefore mainly responsible for describing the UI and generating the UI. So based on the capability, functional components are also known as stateless component or dumb or presentational components. In contrast to the functional components, class components are quite a bit more feature rich. And class components can maintain their own private data or information known as state. So class components are able to display complex UI logic, and more importantly, more significantly, class components provide lifecycle hooks. We will be going into the details of these lifecycle hooks later in our series, but at this moment of time you should know class components provide lifecycle hooks which are very helpful. Based on the capability and how the class components can be used, the class components are also known as stateful components, smart components, and container components. So we are having three classes, three components here: app.js, greet.js, and welcome.js. So all of these components are returning some HTML, and this HTML in reality is not a regular HTML. So instead of regular HTML, this is known as JSX. So thank you guys for seeing this video. Don't fail to subscribe my channel and enable notifications. I will see you in the next one with the JSX.